Right now, the situation is getting more intense and more dramatic at the same time. And what is making people stop and pay attention is this growing narrative that the political circle is tightening, where every major player has already made their move, alliances have been tested, positions have been taken. And many people are asking one important question. Has this moment reached a point where the balance of power is becoming clearer than ever before inside Zimbabwe's leadership space? Now let's go straight into the real gist so everybody understands clearly and still enjoys the full story. As it stands right now, there is no confirmed situation where only one person is left standing in a final sense. But what is very real is that the political environment has become more competitive, more focused, and more sensitive to every movement that is happening. You see, Zimbabwe is currently in a period where leadership discussions are becoming stronger. And once discussions reach this level, every action begins to carry more weight. People begin to observe more closely. People begin to analyze every step. People begin to ask deeper questions about what the future could look like. And that is exactly what is happening now. Now, let me break it down in a very simple way so everybody understands clearly. There is no confirmed final outcome, but there is a real situation where every major figure is making moves. There is no confirmed single winner, but there is a real sense that positions are becoming clearer. And that is where the real story is. Because in politics, it is not always about one big moment. Sometimes it is about many small moves that slowly reveal the bigger picture. Now let's go deeper into why this moment feels so important. Zimbabwe is not in a calm political period. There are strong discussions about leadership direction. There are debates about the future, and there is growing public attention on what happens next. When all these things come together, the atmosphere becomes very active. And in an active atmosphere, every signal becomes important. Now think about this carefully. When every major player begins to take a position, the space for uncertainty begins to reduce, not completely, but gradually. And as that space reduces, people begin to feel that something important is taking shape. Now let's talk about perception again, because this is very important. There is confirmed reality and there is perceived reality. Right now, perceived reality is very strong. People are connecting different events. People are observing who is gaining influence, and people are interpreting what each move could mean. And that is how a headline like this becomes powerful. Now think about how people are reacting. Some people believe one figure is becoming more dominant. Some people believe the system is still balanced. And some people believe something major could happen soon. And when you have all these reactions at the same time, it shows that the situation is still developing. And when a situation is still developing, people stay engaged. They keep watching, they keep listening, and they keep asking questions. That is why this story is trending. Now let's go deeper into the bigger picture. This is not really about one person standing alone. It is about how influence is shifting. It is about how decisions are shaping the future. And it is about how leadership direction is being defined. Because once a country reaches a point where every major player has taken a position, the next phase becomes very important. Now think about what could happen next. If alignment becomes stronger, the situation could become more stable. If differences continue, the tension could remain. And if a clear direction is announced, it could change everything quickly. So this is not the end. This is just the beginning of a moment where outcomes are slowly becoming clearer. Now let me break it down clearly again so everybody understands. There is no confirmed final outcome, but there is a real tightening of the political space. There is no confirmed single winner, but there is real positioning happening. There is real pressure, real attention, and real movement. And that is what is making this headline feel powerful. That is the honest truth. And that is what makes your content strong and credible, because your viewers are not just looking for excitement, they are also looking for clarity. So the real gist is simple. Zimbabwe is in a serious political moment. Every major figure is making moves. The space for uncertainty is reducing, and this moment could play a very important role in shaping what happens next. What makes this moment even more important is that when every major player has already taken a position, the room for unexpected moves becomes smaller. And that means any new development will carry even more weight than before. Because it will not just be another action, it will be seen as a signal of where things are finally heading. And that is why people are watching every detail very closely. At the same time, public attention continues to grow. And as more people follow the story, expectations also rise, which means that even the smallest updates can quickly become a major talking point. And this is why the coming period is very important, because it could bring clearer direction, stronger alignment, or even a completely new phase in how leadership and influence are shaped in Zimbabwe. Please kindly like this video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next update, because this story is still unfolding and every moment matters.